evil shaman, evil sorcerer. Only the chase has meaning.
Keep running. I don't know if our mic is on. I think it is. So don't say anything incriminating. In the clouds doing the moody proud guys the Suzukis you backed out and amuse me I'm good here from tear your whole crown flat from I'm in the outback with no neighbors giant snakes in the gators you feel fear in your veins ever since no one's hating keep raising the stakes and big meat is the fragrance I rain here from a day to doubt that from I'm in the outback with my chest out I'm the best who's neck for you for the best beauty your neck out when you through to from bed I'm from eat mountains for breakfast keep rounds in these hecklers embedded into my flesh like a nice tap from I'm in the outback with the ears that kill women and kids keep their heads in the fridge and use the temple as lid tell you a bitch like I can tell when there's pigs smell it on you I'll make you remind that from I'm in the outback in the jungle where things just a hunt you only language is hungry you get hungry if you're humble you love in a bunch if you're on your ones and it's hustle nip that shit in the bud if you're smart fam cause I'm in the outback where it's ruthless you might survive if you shoot this everyone is clueless your friends will dump it sooner then you think that you're clueless you should have warned you to move first now you're stuck here surviving you're dying fam I'm in the outback with the same niggas fake niggas chopping chain which is what's pop staying hit me on the take me in losing chains that's the only way man I'm gonna stop me not me I can tell a lot to you by the way you fucking rappers got me in the office I can tell you not free rob me drop me you're off me I'ma come back from the underground with a bag around just to show cheese I would climb a clown on the top seed run like a
your visual and so you don't think this why is this black kid randomly walking around my house?
Why would you say that?
Who does he think he is?
What? Welcome, happy Sunday, everybody. That was Black T. It is his birthday today.
Birthday week. We're giving us weeks now because it's just 2022, 23. Now we don't just take a day. We have a whole week. So it's his birthday week. So for this whole week, if you want to show some love, salute to my little bro, Black T Low, crazy artist, up and coming, future of battle rap. You get what I'm trying to say? Show him some love on this day.
This is it. And go and support his music, stream it. He makes fine music. He's just dropped an album, which that tune is taken from. You can see the levels of production and musicality that goes into his music. He is he's brilliant. So yeah, shout out T, happy birthday. Shout out Cooper, Young Crumpet, Wiretap, salute. Hope everyone's had a good week. We've got some Patreon drops, some VOD drops. There's a lot of our rap. We've had some drops today on Prem. There is a lot going on. Bit of a mixed bag today as well. So I think we're just going to talk about some upcoming events on this side and across the Atlantic. You've seen the thumbnail and the title. We had some huge announcements this week. The Plug 3. It's the Plug 3, isn't it? Looking crazy.
It is the Plug 3.
Yeah, it is because you had the 1.5 as well. So it will be their fourth event. You know, it's 3. And the thing is like Plug has been such a crazy imprint so far that you think like it must be more than that, right?
My thing is this year. Like, name the top people in battle rap and and think about this. We're gonna have seen Shotty, Horroh, Shuffle D, Cojay, Bizzo, Bond, Tony D already in the small series of the Plug already in London.
Mad.
Crazy.
Mad. Salute to Trump,
and that's not
to
even
Prem.
to take shine from the other battle. These are names for whatever reason that are high in the game, Bizzo, Bond, and then all the others.
Did you say Arc?
Huh?
Did you say Arc as well?
I should have said Arc.
Yeah.
I should have said Arc.
Yeah. And then you forget, like, there's just that
not
many.
Saying Arc, but this is what I'm saying. Is like they've had Rivers, Bobby Rex. Like, what's going on? So a lot's been going on in terms of the Plug. So yeah, I'm trying to see Yeah, trying to see Trubs get nominated for some awards next year. Still, I'm putting it out there, manifesting visualizations and all these things.
Yeah,
It's, you
that's
know,
a fact. We'll talk about the plug in a minute. We'll get to that because, like we said, huge announcements. Young Crumpet pointed out with the Black Tea, Love and Flowers. To add to that, if you've got the Patreon, watch him versus Villain. Fucking sick battle. Absolutely,
He's
man.
doing his bits for his numbers right
He
now.
really is.
He's
He
not letting
really
up.
is. No
He's not
matter
letting
whether it's battles or music
Yeah,
or
he's charged.
just like, or just, you know, watching the background of battle, man. Like he's just, yeah, he's a,
As this is day, I'll say this: it's a pleasure to have, you know, someone in your collective with the kind of positive, forward-thinking mind state that Black T has. He's so hungry. He loves this. He's such a student of this. He cares so much about the history of everything and you know the progression of the game. And you know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to have something like that around you to remind you of how it was. For me, I'm a bit more longer in the tooth now. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Rivers, but man like Black T reminds me of being hungry, making sure that this means the world to you at all times, and enjoying the moment. So that's one thing I say get from him, enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him.
Is Shotty versus Shuffle a draft battle? I don't.
It possibly could be. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
You
think
have to speak
if they're
to
smart,
the plug about that.
If they're smart, I think that they will pattern it into that so that they can get one of the matches off.
Is it a match day? I don't know actually. Charles is in the comment.
I think everything's gonna be a match
I don't know if
day
1000% is Shuffle and Shotty or if that's the Black Tea. Osh hasn't been on yet, but hopefully soon. Well, you know, we're talking about the draft and you need soul. Okay. Put out your wish list. Put out a wish list. Plug match day, but for D2. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Thanks, Crumpet. But yeah, before we get to next year, yes, we have today just dropped the VOD for the Final Process 3.
That boy good.
That boy is good, featuring your very own, our very own, Roast's very own Rivers versus Tally. Man,
I'm doing it for the roasters.
I'm doing it for the roasters. Yeah, the VOD just dropped today. It is only £10. It is well worth it, just for even the headline alone. It's definitely worth it. It really is. It really is. It's crazy back and forth, like big style clash. Two battlers, like this has been so long in the making, you know, kind of been around for a long time.
I think there was a real conversation between us as well within the whole situation.
That's it.
You know, I feel like we definitely spoke on behalf of let's not say the obvious kind of approaches, but you know, like the approaches that people that kind of are in the know would kind of figure. We definitely covered them very well. So yeah, I love that battle. I haven't watched it back yet. I'm just trying to let the people enjoy it and marinate and see how they feel first, and then I'll have a little watch. When everyone stops watching it, I'll go have a watch.
Well, I definitely watched it back today, and oh my god, it didn't disappoint at all. It did not disappoint. It's the Tally I've seen versus an amazing Rivers. Like these two went to war. You could see it meant something. Like it really that
was an important one still. Like some fights you have are kind of more important in terms of the history behind the fight. You know, it's been marinating, it's been seasoned, it's cured very, very well. So when you unleash this type of match, it always usually ends up in a nice way. Same way it will probably be with me versus Gemin1, you know, or me versus like another person from my generation or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, E versus Gemin1, that's another one that's rumbling. Hopefully we'll see that settled in 2023. We've got the plug in the chat. We talked about it at the last plug event, or I say we talked about it. You two faced off in spectacular style at the last plug event. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out on the channel now. But yeah, man, that battle was everything it needed to be. And yeah, definitely go support the VOD. Check it out. Don't wait for it to drop on YouTube. It's not, like I said, it's affordable, man. This is how we help to push the scene. Like this, as we as supporters can help to push the scene. You know, we pay for tickets, we pay for VODs, we do things like that to make sure that the next event, you know, as we keep the
Also,
money.
you wow.
It's cool.
Also, you got Crash versus Just the Black.
Yeah.
You got
you got the final.
You got the final of the process on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Benny P versus Kick Nelly.
You got down there as well. You know what I'm saying? So you know you value for money.
Yeah.
So grab that quick.
For sure. Wiretap says not sure if Shotty versus Shotty will be a match day yet. We will see. Crumpet says, Rivers, you just reference yourself as Uncle Rivers. Can we see Uncle Rivers versus Uncle Tone rematch on NLC for some good old family violence?
Do you know what I love Crumpet? Because he's specified rematch. Like he's one of the few people that actually accredits the battle that I had with Tony D before as a battle. A lot of people are like, yeah, but it was a 2-on-2. I know, but I still wrote for Tony D. He still wrote for Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Go listen.
He calls it a battle. Like it's a battle. Yeah.
He can't see it. I can't. Like, to be honest, I would love to battle Tony at some point, but I think I would rather Tony D be my mentor, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. If me battling him means that he couldn't be like a mentor to me in this game, then I'd rather him be the mentor than to battle him. And if you don't want to be my mentor, then he needs to line it up and let's go, bro. Fuck that. You don't want to be my mentor. All right, say no more.
Okay.
Cool. 30 Rivers. But
like
no, for real, like I got a lot of respect for Tone in it. So, you know, having someone with that wisdom kind of as there's not much people I really go to look up to in battle rap in terms of like elder statesmen in battle rap team. I'm probably one of the oldest now, understand? But someone like Tony D, someone that me as an older person that a lot of people look up to can look up to. So I'd love to be able to keep that realistically and solidify that. So I know some people might look on it like, oh, my day is rare, but you know, success means you need a mentor at some point in the field that you're in, just to make sure that you're taking the right steps that you can't see all the time. I got shades on more time, so I can't see everything. So I need a guy that's a bit more, you know, lower to the ground, closer to the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. Hyla says, my favorite thing about Sunday salute to you, Hyla. Appreciate it. It's a lovely comment. This is also my favorite thing about Sundays. I've perked up somewhat now. I was near dead at the start of, before.
Back now.
Yeah, back in the room. Sean Cray, how's it going, Sean? It's Inferno on that match day. We're battling LSD's team. Okay, so on
LSD's team even get no kind of, it's Inferno against LSD's team. I see what you did there, Cray. I see exactly what you did.
Salute. Evening, girls. Got the VOD loaded up. I'll watch it tomorrow with a fresh head and clear schedule. I need my full attention for that one. Yeah, absolutely. I also watch back. Oh shit! How do we leave this one off? You've got the two champs colliding. Tech versus Whispers. First process champ versus second process champ on the process free final.
Yeah, I love that.
My goodness, yeah, man. That was a great watch back. The two champs, yeah.
Of a style clash.
Yeah, exactly.
Both men executing their style.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
tapping that one there. That's an interesting one. That was an important match as well to see who's the champion of champions.
Exactly.
So
yeah, exactly.
So let us know. Watch that and let us know who you think.
Yeah, he was the ultimate no-leash chat champion. That's not what you think of Bandit, the
new champ.
That's it.
C3.
That's it. Yeah. You versus Gem, it has needed to happen since the platform. I don't even know what the platform is.
Crumpet is
I love that.
Battle Rap Encyclopedia.
Yeah,
that's a league that it was supposed to have happened on originally, and like Me versus Quill. A few things when things fell through, they was gonna line up Me versus JC. You know what I mean?
I want to see Rivers and Tying 2-on-2. That would be insane. I think we talked about that.
I always said, just get me, Shotty, Tony, and Gem, and just make whatever two you want, and we'll make it happen. Innit?
Damn.
Just make
Can
it
you
however you want.
imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? That's an elite foursome.
100%. You heard it here from Gen first, ladies and gentlemen.
He's going to Manny on Saturday. I just clears it with the boss.
I wanna
Damn, where is
go.
my hold on? Undisclosed is also this this
I
weekend.
need someone to roll with. I want to go still. I want to come straight back because I think the next day, obviously, is roast, but the next day I want to go to Scoops. I think Scoops rings the 11th as well.
Okay.
And I think Amity and the Trenches is the same as the 11th as well. So there's a lot happening.
That's the Sunday, right?
Yeah.
I'll definitely be going to that, but I won't be able to go up to Manchester. I've had 2 weekends activity. That's a lot for me in a row, back to back.
Jesus
so
Christ. I'm not a barbarian.
No, but I'm old. Like, no, I've got it. Like, and it's the winter. I've got to take it easy until I'm a bit.
I'm old and it's winter, and I've got to take it easy. And
no,
I need a bit blanket. You know, gas prices are terrible this time of year, so I've got that, bro.
seriously, like at Manchester weekend back for Nodi's chat, like that took a toll on me. And then this weekend I was out I was out for lunch, and then I went out in the evening. I was back home by like 2:30, and when I say I went out, I went up the road.
Okay.
You know, the place on the thing in the corner. Yeah, I met my friend, and then I had birthday drinks with my sister.
Okay. Yeah, you was waved when you came back from your friend's store. Well, not waved.
No, not from my friend. Not in the day.
When was it that you phoned me and saying that you was coming back from going to seeing an old friend and you had a couple drinks? You said, I had a couple drinks.
No, I wasn't waved.
You went to eat food, but you had alcohol with the food.
Yeah, but it was only like 2 glasses of wine.
You sounded quite merry.
I wasn't, but then I think
I wouldn't say waved up because you knew you was doing anything, but you sounded like you had that. You had that glow. I just had a drink glow.
Possibly, yeah. And also I hadn't slept for 24 hours or something.
So you just ran on alcohol.
Yeah.
At that point.
Well, no.
I say no more. It's all right.
You're making me sound like a lush. Like I really wasn't. I don't remember even being like tipsy. I might have been a little.
No, you weren't tipsy like that. But you know when you could hear the difference, where you could hear like, you're running on premium right now. Still,
you're giving me an intervention live on Rosa.
Listen, Jen, you need to put the bottle down. Like, let's just keep it like.
Come back to the comments.
You've got 12 bottles under your bed that are empty.
Yeah, no, I would love.
Russian.
I don't drink vodka. Can't stand the stuff.
You gotta add sauce to it, make it like nice.
So I've got a split personality, and the other me likes to drink vodka and stash the bottles under the bed.
That's why you're always tired and shit.
Yeah.
You're always hungover. That's really what's going on.
Yeah. Also,
your drunk personality works for allhiphop.com.
Yeah.
Don't you do that. These are all jokes, yeah. These are the opinions expressed by Rivers and Rivers alone. They do not represent
banter. Banter expressed by Rivers.
Yeah, they do not.
The banter.
Represent Jen.
Also, Rivers mentors a lot of people in the game. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be mentored yourself. It also takes piss a lot.
I do. I try. I learn from the best, Jen.
I can't make it to Man anymore, so I gave my ticket to Shannon because that's her Excel Fan of the Year prize. Oh, salute to you, Crumpet, and love to Shannon. Saga versus iKid was on that platform card.
Yeah.
Gosh. I'd like to see that. People don't remember when Don Marino was supposed to come over here to battle Suspects, and Saga was supposed to battle iKid. Or NLC VOD when this finishes. Salute Hyla.
Briggs versus Dre Dennis.
Yeah. That
was gonna go down still.
Salute for ordering the VOD. Can't wait to see how much of a car crash emerges now. But you just, I think we did it somewhat. We tried to do it justice on last week's roast. You have to watch for yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
You're gonna have. Yeah, 100%. We did put him all the way in the bin. Like you will too. You will too.
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah, it wasn't. We
And
weren't.
do you know, the funny thing about it is like, have you ever seen like a man somehow get to the top of a mountain without climbing, just to get up there and dive off of it head first? That is basically what you're gonna watch in this battle. That's the best analogy I can give you. Somehow, without climbing, he reached the top of this mountain, and as soon as he got an opportunity to grab the flag, he dived head first past the flag, straight into the ocean.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Cooper is looking forward to Manny this weekend. Soul and Tally was also on that platform card. Manny have a Pop World. What the fuck is a Pop World?
Is that some type of noodle shop? Am I being racist?
I don't. It is. I don't get the racism.
Me neither. But I don't. You have to check nowadays, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Hylas will be there. There is a Pop World, and they will find it. We still don't know if it's racist.
Please let us know what Pop World is.
Yeah, Pop World Manny. People them Wagwan Nux.
Hold on, ain't Pop World that show that used to come on early in the morning on Saturdays with Makita Oliver and Simon something? Amstel.
Oh no, I don't
Ain't
think
that
that was
Pop
Pop World.
What
Was
was
that
it?
Pop World? I used to know that.
No, was that Pop World?
No,
Or
I need
was
to find out what that was.
Or was CDUK Cat Dealey?
No, Cat Dealey. I think that was and Deck and them.
Yeah. Pop World.
Peter Oliver. Sorry, need a little bit of nostalgia here. I feel like someone probably know. Rivers has seen the London Genesee side.
Literally.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't the other day. Oh, it was Pop World. It was. You're right. You're right. Cray and nephew.
Cray and nephew, you know.
He's taking the piss, right? He's
Yeah.
taking the piss. Pop World is a club that plays pop music. Okay.
So why was
Imagine a club that sells cheap drinks and only plays music like S clubs.
Okay. Do you know what? Yeah.
Beanie Baby. Yeah.
That is the Ronsil of clubs, right? Pop World. What do you get at Pop World?
Top what
Cheap
says on the
pop
tin.
and pop.
Cheap drink. That's it, right? Cheap drinks and
reach for the bar.
Yeah, Beanie Baby says it was Pop World with Simon and Amstel and Makita Oliver.
Yes, indeed. See,
proper
Beanie
cheesy.
remembers.
Salute, Beanie. There's always one that spoils the joke. Don't spill. Your screen is effed. It takes me 5 times longer to write. Don't spill Ribena on your phone. I mean,
oh wow. I
don't know that it's us that needs that advice.
Yeah, I got a screen protector. I don't know if you've seen my last battle, but get the VLD.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that bar. There were so many bars in that battle, back and forth. Like Scheming Tally as well. Like,
yeah, I love all of that.
That Scheming Tally was
the wordplay.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, man. Definitely get the VOD. But yeah, so next weekend we have Undisclosed. Did I pop it up? I feel like I didn't. We have Undisclosed. Is that 10? It's Undisclosed 10. We've got Reverse and Savant.
Sorry. We've got Reverse, not Reverse.
Reverse.
Yeah, you said Reverse.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. Reverse. And my bad.
You gotta think of like calling my name with a Spanish accent. That's Reverse.
We got Reverse versus. No, I don't know why I said Reverse. I have no idea who Reverse is. I know very much who Reverse is. Reverse versus Savant, LSD versus 1AM, Bloodstroke versus Danny Jack McGraza and Kingsley Thunder, and Bizzo Bond versus Thesaurus. Man,
this one of them legacy battles for Bizzo. Bizzo makes everything a legacy battle.
But how many of those has he had this year?
Like I say, everything is a legacy battle. But
a real legacy battle.
How many of them are bigger than Thesaurus?
But this is a real, like, he's had 3 in 1 year. I would say real deal is Tony D is and Thesaurus is.
The way I see battle rap is, there are certain people that are like the royal family of battle rap. Thesaurus, Immaculate, Murder Mook, Tay-Rock. There's a few names that are part of the royal family where to battle them puts you within the scope of your part of the history of this shit now. Because you battled someone that is a staple. Like this person is part of the building itself is made from the Saurus bricks here and there and rare. And now you're becoming part of that by going against this, you know what I'm saying? So this is a big battle for him. I hope he does. Like the Saurus is fucking mad though. He's sick. Like he's actually sick. Especially when you're standing there live and you're actually hearing how he's chopped his shit up. This guy is like a pair of Evisu jeans with pockets all over it. That's what the Saurus reminds me of, like different pockets. This one, that one, the other one, rare, and everything works.
And then pulls pockets out of nowhere that you didn't even see because it wasn't there before.
He just stitched that pocket while you was rapping. You understand?
That's it.
Different. So I've never heard a man rebuttal so cleanly. Like I've heard a lot of clean rebuttalers, you know what I'm saying? But my man was put together a 4-bar for you real quick.
Yeah.
You understand? And make every single line have value to it and then hit you with the haymaker, which is a rebuttal to what you said. I don't know if you've ever seen the Saurus versus Nestle when you see one man rebuttal and a man rebuttal is rebuttal and a man rebuttal is rebuttal. Like this is the type of level we're talking. I'm no pressure.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of level that we're talking about here. We're talking about royal battle rap royalty. When we're talking about the Saurus and Immaculate, these particular guys from Pat Stay, rest in peace, and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pissed. I'm not going to be able to be there. Crime Pit says, I've seen the Saurus live and battled in front of him. You guys are in for a treat watching him live, and everyone else battling will love his reactions. He loves the scene so much, and you can tell, absolutely, you can see how passionate he is. Correction here is undisclosed 7. The X is just the logo in honor of Excel.
Okay.
Salute to that. Salute to that. Hyla says, Saurus forgot a whole round in season 1, King of the Dog, freestyled the entire round, and it was better than many people's written. Yeah.
It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. I've seen him before the times where he was putting together material that was written. I've seen him before that. You can go back and watch the Saurus versus Iron Solomon and argue that the Saurus wiped him up because some of the bars Iron Solomon had are things we've heard before, whereas the Saurus was really freestyling. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the Saurus doing crazy shit from the 2-on-2 eras. You know what I'm saying? We had Queston and Marv and these type of people going back and forth. That's why these men are considered what they are, because from them times there, they was ahead of the game. Been ahead.
Also, next weekend, we have the Trenches linking up with London RBS. Is that how I say it? Yeah, London RBS Industry Showcase 3. So this is a huge event going down in Wembley Box Park on December 11th. They've got like panels, they've got open mics, and they've also got these 2 battles going down. Messi and BMF Owls versus BMF Owls, and Upatrelli versus Show Snipes, who is a former Mr. Wah you may have seen on the Process. Petrelli is the young up and comer,
Trent shooter number 1.
Yeah, man,
that's who he is.
He's my fave right now. I cannot wait to see him. He's had some big tests. I'm looking forward to seeing him in this setting. I think it should be a good event if you are able to. If you're in London, if you can get to Wembley, definitely come down, support, show love. I think the Trenches are I like this collaboration. I like that they've managed to get some battles on there. I think it's dope. So salute to them. I will definitely be supporting that. And they've also dropped the Moment of Silence card, which is next. It's in January, end of January, Saturday, 28th of January. Tickets are on sale now. You can only get your tickets online, no on the door tickets. So make sure you get your tickets from now.
Can you read that card from the bottom for me, please?
Yeah, I will. A Petrelli, we just mentioned, and BMF Owls, we just mentioned too. Nice. Yeah, coming through on the Trenches.
Trench shooters.
This is it, facing off against each other. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. We've got Gizmo
ABK.
versus Jester Black.
Constant.
Yeah. Amity versus
ABK.
Brace.
Oh, berries.
Messi versus Villain. And Steams versus Mo.
ABK.
And this is, you
Oh, we're
should say
repping
Cake
heavy.
Life
We're
for
repping heavy.
Steams.
Cake Life, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Almighty.
Yeah. And it's hosted by Vic Santoro. Big fan of battle rap. I've got I filmed some really cool content with him that I never edited and put out that I really need to edit and check.
Where will this be happening?
Such a dope conversation. This will be happening at Poplar Union.
Also up in East.
Is it?
Yeah,
Poplar. Yeah, of course. Poplar. Saturday, 28th of Jan. Like I said, you can only get your tickets online. So yeah, I suggest you do that from early. I am loving the look of this card. And come back to the chat. Shout out to the Trenches. It's very easy to look at them as just a feeder league for NLC, but they've literally taken it back to the streets and have brought some brilliant talent up and back. I would say I would disagree with that completely, and I think they're not a feeder league for NLC. Maybe it might look like that from outside perception, but I think what they've tried to, and they have successfully kind of really built their own thing and their own kind of, they're working on their own stock. They've really brought new guys through their system. They're introducing, I think, a lot of new talent, and that's they've got big plans for their brand. And I don't think they see themselves as a feeder league for anything. I think they really see themselves as.
No, I think Crumpet was basically saying that some people might have that perception, but they're not doing that. They're bringing more talent.
No, but the like, it's very easy to look at them as just a feeder league. That's what I was saying. I don't know if that's what perception is from the outside. But I definitely disagree with that. If that's how people see it,
oh hell no.
I think
like Amity is very in tune as a battler with getting in touch with new artists and putting in work to develop and bring people into what we're doing as battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And I think it means a lot to him. It's something the development is something that means a whole great deal to him. And so I think that's basically what one of his focuses has been. And I think it's been working for him. You know, we've seen a lot of new faces. We've seen a lot of people we've become aware of via Amity, even if, they may have not have been the first time we've seen him on his league or whatever. He's definitely making a lane for a different kind of age group of battler coming up to say, right, let me try my hand at this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us appeal to, a different age group, a different demographic, whereas Amity is using the demographic he appeals to, and he's trying to bring that and bridge the gap there in it. So I'm all for it, man. I fuck with the Trenches.
Yeah, definitely. Crumpet saying I'm really interested to see Steams versus Mo after how Steams did versus Hansel. I really hope he bounces back versus Mike and doesn't take this opportunity for granted.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to come all the way over here and play around the tool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a dope card for the Trenches, and I think it's the biggest one yet. They've built kind of slowly but surely, like steadily, and I think this is a good.
I was supposed to be on this card as well, so it kind of it burns a little bit that I can't be part of it, but I'll definitely be supporting and in the building. I might spit some bars or something, show some type of respect artistically. But I'll be at the Trenches soon. I'll take someone out. Yeah,
that would be dope. Back to the Bizzo and Saurus conversation. You think the Tony battle makes and breaks Bizzo's legacy? Beating Saurus puts him a lot higher. No, I don't. Was that in relation to something else or something we said?
This is.
I definitely.
I don't think it makes or breaks his legacy, but I will say this. I think when after Bizzle Bond has battled the Saurus, real deal, and he'll have another great, massive battle after the Saurus, and then after that, I'm saying what Bizzle's learned and who he's become after these newer fights, he's a different guy going into a Tony D battle, if you get what I'm saying. So if he had battled Tony D down the line, the result, you know, we say Tony D is going to beat anybody or whatever in it, but I'm saying the result may look different because of the experience he has going into a Tony D in it. So I would say battling Tony at that point is a thing where you'll never be able to look like, in my eyes, you're never going to be able to look like you smoked Tony D at this stage anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be like, it's always going to be like, Bizzle was fire against Tony, but then he battled my man, and then he was sick, and then like, it's always going to be like, he gets credit for in terms of killing it. They're going to say he wasn't there when he battled Tony anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? Whereas if he battled Tony down the line, then the matches, Bizzle 100% charged up against Yoda himself. You know what I'm saying?
Missed the comment he was referring to. Sean Craig says, I don't even watch battles like I used to. I'm old. When I was 18, 19, watching Jump Off, I was as knowledgeable as Crumpet, and the Saurus was the guy. Saturday will be my first time seeing him live. This is the cherry on the top for an insane Bizzo year. Battler of the year is surely a lock. But he picked up Prem's Battle of the Year, Battler of the Year, and Battle of the Year. And did he get international? Like, he picked up a few. But I guess, Chubbs is probably assembling his Battle on the Year, Battler of the Year panel as we speak. I'm sure we'll be doing some promo for that soon. I spoke to Steams myself, says Chubbs. He said he understands he can get new fans over here. He's not coming to play. Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. So yeah, that Trenches in January, and then also next week, undisclosed next week. But we also have let's go here first actually. Next weekend as well, URL, big 3-day card. You've got 2 volumes, an all ladies volume,
nice,
alongside the classic volume, and then you also have a stacked Civil War card. We're just gonna have a little look through them, talk about maybe some of the things we're most looking forward to. Because like I said, it's stacked. We are going to, of course, start ladies first. And we've got a nice mix of some of the newer ladies who I think really deserve a look. And then
there's a battle on there I've got a lot of interest in.
Which one?
I'll smoke you, and afterwards you gotta apologize. Who am I talking about?
I don't know. Who are you talking
I'll
about?
smoke you, you stupid goofy, and then you're gonna have to come out here and apologize to me. You know what I
That
mean?
funeral?
No.
Oh no, who said that?
First Lady Flames.
Oh.
Yeah, First Lady Flames and my verse, their thing's been.
When did she say? Oh, okay, that wasn't in a battle.
No, it was on an interview.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, I've seen an interview with her, and basically they said to her, "Oh, like like something about did you care?" She's like, "I just want to clear it up, like I didn't actually care enough. Like, oh, yeah, she's cool and everything, and I know her and everything, and I just meant that in the context of battling her. I don't really care too tough. And I was thinking, oh, okay, cool." And they said, "But for the record, I smoked that bitch, yeah, and I'm gonna make you apologize, bitch." I said, "Oh, okay, this is what I'm talking about." Yeah, she's got. Yeah. She the one that said something like, "You bitches was lying on your back. I was lying in the bushes." Like, she's that one there.
Yeah, I think she said that. Was that against E Hart? I think so. Yeah, that was a crazy battle, man. She's got some.
Different with it still. She says things.
Yeah, Vixen
So-
battle. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to her versus my verse. I don't think my verse is shit like everybody else thinks. I think my verse is like a hip hop purist.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like she really, I guarantee if you sat down with her and broke down certain things and asked her, she definitely beat you at breakdancing. She probably can do graffiti.
She
better than
is
you.
like, isn't she like she's a big girl, right?
Yeah. She's like a rocksteady.
Yeah.
That's a big, famous
huge.
group.
Yeah.
So she is definitely in tune with the hip hop side of it, but it's like hip hop purist versus streets purist.
But also, I think she's taken on board some of that. Like she has her style, right? And it's kind of old school. What she hasn't been able to do over the last few years is kind of evolve past that because she hasn't been outside. But if you saw her versus, was it Beretta Blaze? Like she had a one rounder recently. I think it was Beretta Blaze. She battled fire. Like
wigging on her still.
yeah, man. Yeah. She was dope that battle. So it'll be interesting.
She's a student of the game, and all students of the game can evolve because they respect the game enough to make the necessary changes. You know what I'm saying? It's when you don't respect the game that you won't want to change. You like what you do, and that's okay, cool. Other people appreciate what everyone else can do and understand. I got a flaw here. I need to be able to do this. I believe she'll probably have that. But again, I always say this: it's like learning how to be that person for the first time against someone that is that person already.
Yeah, Flames is crazy with it, and she's proved that on the bigger stages. Let's run through the card. Don Lady I versus Jade. Don Lady versus Jade. Lady Caution versus C the Boss. Farrah Funeral versus Yoshi G. First Lady Flames versus My Verse. J Love versus Tony Blanco. And Shuni the rapper versus Miss Miami. Man, these ladies are about to get busy. The comments are saying, yeah, dope to see Jade on the card for real. She's had a crazy year this year, man. She's been putting in work, and I love that she's on URL now. Like, it's taken her a while, I think, to kind of redeem her reputation somewhat and get these big looks again. So I think it's dope that she's getting them because she super deserves it. Don Lady versus Jade is going to be a sleeper battle of the night, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised. Don Lady is incredibly slept on, and Jade is amazing.
Yeah, Don Lady's got a different kind of attitude still, and I think it'll be a nice clash to see them two against each other still. Especially Jade, she's on fire right now still. I saw is RX not on the card?
No, she was on Traffic versus Yoshi. That's yet to come out. It was these are also going to be app battles, but that was an app battle. It wasn't live on Caffeine, but she just battled Yoshi. That was her URL debut.
Yeah. How did she do? Do you know?
I think she did really well from feedback, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say. Flames versus My Verse will be so good. Flames is quickly becoming my favorite female battler, replacing Gas. Yeah, Flames is so cold, man.
Yeah.
Swear it was My Verse versus C3. I didn't see that. I didn't, and I haven't seen that. Oh no, it was Cheddar. Cheddar versus who?
My Verse.
I didn't see any other announcement for this one. I could be wrong. Her battle versus Yoshi is out on Friday. Put me onto some Jade battles she had this year. I might have missed most of them, and I think she's crazy. I think she battled mostly on OSBL. You know me, I'm not going to remember names right now. Check out on. She had the 2-on-2 as well with Steams against Lou Jastro. Were they called Lou Castro and Jazz? That was on OSBL. Thank you, Crumpet. My Verse versus Cheddar, not Beretta Blaze. I mean, okay. Thank you. That sounds, don't know why I thought Beretta Blaze. But yeah, she was super dope in that. So I'm looking forward to see. Is this My Verse's URL debut? Did she battle on URL before? Because her RX battle was that King of the Dark? Definitely wasn't.
She's
URL.
battled. She's battled. I think Villain battled her before still.
Yeah, and O'Shea.
O'Shea as well.
Yeah. No, it's not her URL debut. Okay. She's on there back in the day. She battled Bonnie on the same card as Mike P and Ab. Okay, the Bonnie battle was URL. But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing these. Miss Miami, I think, has been, busy making her name for herself. She's rising up in the tournament. I think she's definitely stepped up this year. Had a great battle with Suge, taking on Shuni, who has been, putting in that work.
Battle rap is like a game of patience, There's a lot of people that start battle rap and they're not the greatest, they're not the best, but they stick with it and they learn and they improve and they get better, And then a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, you're looking at them on top of cards now and you're thinking, wow, like they're actually one of them names. They worked hard to get there. And sometimes we forget the work that it takes. You know what I mean? We think that because someone's favored now that they just popped up. But you can really go back and see certain of these women battling for years trying to make the name for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it. And I think with women as well, they're far more inclined to have to, or they're far more likely to have to take or to want to take periods off where they're the main caregiver of children or something, where it takes a lot to be in and especially in the women's game as well, where it's a lot of extra stuff.
I think more like a younger female battler can have that consistent period and phase. But then if the industry's not built for them to have the matches they deserve, then why would they stay outside, really,
One that's been quite controversial thus far, no surprise there, because my girl Yoshi G is involved. Yoshi versus Farah is on. It was off. And then a few days later, I think a day or two later, Yoshi called it back on again. There's always, some Yoshi drama before a big battles, but Yoshi is very successful on URL. I think she's had some of her best performances on there.
One thing I noticed about Yoshi is Yoshi doesn't ever really lean on the West Coast thing.
Salute Red Wolf.
Salute to Red Wolf, top artist as well.
Yeah.
We could have easily played his music as well.
Definitely.
He's got some flavor.
Well, not today because he's not the birthday boy.
Okay.
But he did
come
win.
Back when it's your birthday and we'll play your music. That's what
no, it doesn't have to be your birthday, but he did win. Was it music? He won the Premier Battle Award for his music, which is really dope. Salute Everyday Rich.
Music chap.
Was good. But what were you going to say? You're going to say something about Yoshi?
Yeah, I'll say that she never really leans on her coastal affiliation, where she's actually West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, she is.
From Washington.
But yeah, I think that's potentially why.
Because that's where Jade
Nightwing,
and he is West. Like he wears that on his sleeve, and she doesn't. She just slides in and as Yoshi.
I don't know if that's because was she always? I don't think she's from there. I could be wrong.
I thought she lived more west, but she's from out west.
No, I think she lives in lives out west now. Yeah, but she's from somewhere
Baltimore
else.
Or something.
I don't think she's from Baltimore. There's always drama attached to Yoshi. Yoshi creates drama. Let's get it right. And it works in her favor a lot of the time. The thing about Yoshi, she is very vocal about her mental health issues at the same time. And sometimes it's difficult to know where, but she's also vocal. And my first, my interview with her ages ago, she was even back then very conscious of how she uses that persona for her branding as part of there's a good part of it which is not her. It is just the branding, it's just the marketing, it's just the promo. But because she is also vocal about having mental health issues, which lots of people do, and I imagine as it's intensified, it's difficult to know where the line is.
I feel like she not even to stray too much off, but I know girls in real life that they've learned how to harness the power of their mental health problems to help them navigate what little situations they have or where they need to be or what they need to win, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like she is probably like this in real life. You know what I'm saying? And she's coming to battle rap, and this is how she knows to operate. So she's just using that same mode of transportation in this, no justification, but I can just imagine this is her all round. You know what I'm saying? As soon as things get tough, I'm just so stressed, and you don't know what I'm going through. And when she's wilding out, well, you know what I'm like. I'm going through. It's like I could just imagine there's a justification here, there, everywhere, and then when it all gets on top, tears start flowing. I'm gonna cry now. I need you to feel sorry. And plus, I'm small and petite, so come on, everybody, love me. You know what I'm saying? I know girls that have similar traits to that. Really and truly, I feel like that goes beyond even battle rap. It probably permeates her work, everything. That's just me being presumptuous. I'm probably wrong.
That's just your outlook or your. I mean, it does look like that from the outside in, but yeah, like I said, who knows? All this pull out the battle business and the battle is back on causes your op to stop prepping then start again. It can have big impacts on the quality of a battle, absolutely, and sometimes it can be used as a tactic, right? Like I
feel like Trubs is one of the official battle rap magistrates because he stands for law and order in this shit. If you notice, a man earlier on just said, I've spoken to Steams, and he understands that there's a whole new fan base. Like, who else does this shit? You know what I'm saying? Judge it like Troubles is like a fucking magistrate out there still. I get it to him. That's my bro.
But he's absolutely right. Like it's not, and I'm sure it took a lot of convincing to get Pharaoh to do the battle, and it may
I've been in that
not
position.
Working. Yeah,
I lost my fucking mind. Like, you made me sit down and waste these days right close to it for you to be behind the scenes prepping, getting your shit back, and then it's back on now. I'm comfortable with my shit. Are you dumb? We're not battling, bro. You understand? Thank God Farrah never felt like that. Farrah probably smarter than me and said, bitch, I'm still prepping my shit. I'm not falling for this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, either way, she wanted it enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna fuck you up now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up now. I don't know.
I
mean, Farrah does have the if factor. Like, so that could be a big mistake for her to have, like, if she did stop prepping.
Do you know what I think about Farrah? Farrah is amazing when she's amazing. So it's like, all she's got to do is be amazing. And she'll be amazing.
And I think this is one she's very motivated for.
I hope so.
Hey, Dub, walking home from work, keep me company, famo. We got you. We got you.
Doing that label job, I see.
Is it just me, or is Shuni going to body Miami? Gave her a shot with Suge and the Beretta battle, but I can't take her seriously after Where's Stand Back. I think she's done best since Where's Stand Back. Do I think she's got a shot against Shuni? Yeah, she's got a shot, especially again, Shuni doesn't always. She's not always clean, yeah. So Shuni
are a bit sketchy still.
Yeah.
Them gal there
yeah
could be charged up with no prep or could be not charged up, fully prepped. You just don't know what's gonna happen, how they feel in the day.
Yeah.
Shuni might lose her voice.
Yeah.
Farrah might stumble. I think in terms of like Yoshi and Farrah, I think Yoshi has an actual good chance. The way she played it, she's actually given herself a good opportunity to go there as an underdog and just be more cleaner than Farrah.
I don't even know that she's the underdog going into this, which is why the kind of
she's definitely a smaller name though.
Yeah, but I think
like Farrah's name holds weight.
I'm not saying that Farrah's not a name and Farrah's not Farrah motherfucking Funeral, like she is. But if you look at she's work recently and you look at Farrah, like Farrah hasn't even been outside, and she said like she talked about needing to be motivated and stuff, and she just hasn't kind of had that.
Yoshi's more active. More active. But Yoshi being active, it's like when we took at that royal family thing, Farrah's always going to be more closer to the royal family than Yoshi's until Yoshi puts in much more work with certain.
Yeah, but like Mook versus Easy, who you got?
Easy to block.
Like
Yeah.
But Mook is royal family, though. Like,
No. But what I'm saying is, the perception going into the battle, Mook is still seen as a bigger name than Easy.
yeah. But
So that's
I'm
what
just saying,
Farah and Yoshi.
and I'm just saying, I think Yoshi has like the weight of prediction is on Yoshi's side.
Yeah.
I think she's like the favorite. She's not. She's not actually the underdog going in. I think a lot of people have her beating.
But something like this psychologically can sway thinking into Yoshi shook and Farah's a beast. Farah's on it. Yoshi's afraid. I got Farah because Yoshi's looking like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it can change the perception just a little slight bit. You know what I'm saying? To where we're playing like, wow, does Yoshi even want to do this? And then she comes in there and she's just pussy power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. But it's just how she plays it going ahead of the battle.
So how has Farah got Yoshi pissed off? I would have thought it was the other way around. I don't know why Yoshi, to be honest, I haven't seen all of the back and forth. I've slept on a lot this past week.
I think Yoshi wound up Farah, then Farah's gone live and spoken about Yoshi, and then Yoshi's got pissed off about Farah speaking about her. Toxic shit. Where it's like, I'm gonna poke you, you're gonna get mad at me, and I'm gonna be upset that you're mad at me. I feel like it's that type of situation, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Last time Yoshi was pissed off was Caution, and we all saw how that turned out. The funny thing is, like, that's kind of exactly like Yoshi did a similar thing there with Caution, in that I think she start it with Caution. I think like they took it away, yeah.
She
and
got
then,
Caution hyped, and then she won the battle. Caution was too emotional to keep it together.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
And Yoshi sailed through.
Yep.
Absolutely sailed through.
And if you see how excited she was in that footage of her in the hotel afterwards on the bed, like a little child giggling, like you can see how much it meant to her, innit? That's what made me think strategic as hell. You understand?
I want to see Farah 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And I do think she would be motivated. I think Yoshi was being tactical with pulling out the battle. And it might well be.
I think so.
Yoshi saw Farah beating up Big Girl like Hustle and said, nah, it's long for me. Well, she did concede that, I can't fight her, but
will Hustle beat me up in a fight? Yeah, definitely. But in the ring, I think a chance. She kept it true.
No, I think she was talking about Farah.
Sorry,
maybe
not Hustle.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Farah. My bad.
But yeah, this is one that I think Yoshi has asked for specifically, but it's one that Yoshi has been it's been talked about as like an endgame type battle for her. She's got to see Farah at some stage.
Yeah. I could just imagine Farah saying, so you out here doing all these fat bars, you don't want to give homage to where it came from? Like, I could just imagine Farah trying to tell her, before you came along, who you think was doing this fat shit? Huh? You ain't managing your pussy right, yo. I'll show you that. Or something. Yo, I could just imagine it still. It's a battle that I think if the emotions don't get in the way, we could get quality material, the conversation that they could probably have in it. If because the personal thing sometimes takes away from seeing this character go against this character. Now it's about what he did versus what she did. So what she did was, it's like sometimes it's like Judge Judy too much. Sometimes we want it to just be like, how will this fuck beat this fuck respectfully? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of female firepower on that card. I can't wait to see it. We also have the Civil War card. This is going down, I think, on Sunday. Again, it's packed full. Ease versus Hansel, Kitchen Clean versus Stumble, Chef Trez versus Nun, O-Red and True Foe, New Jersey 12 versus Real Sick, Geechee Gotti versus Jay Mills, and Tay-Rock versus Kid
Big
Slade.
Kid Slade at the top of the card, You see what a Tay-Rock battle will get for you.
Yeah, that's it. Above Geechee Gotti,
Above Geechee Gotti. And he did well. Above Jay Mills, above New Jersey 12. You know what I'm saying? Kitchen Clean versus Stumbles to me is like, when I look at that, I think, you are really trying to develop you. They're giving you the type of opponent now to show you, bro, secretly, this is what we you see what character you got? We need you to hone it up how my man's got his thing. You understand? Like, and they know that it's not a mirror match, but it's like you in someone with a style from the same neighborhood as yours. Your shit has to be on 100 against him. He's not some different guy where you get to just pass by being different. No, he can do what you do in a different way. You gotta be like Stumbles is gonna have to be very creative to look well against my man.
And he's gonna have to not stumble.
It's like your name is Stumbles. Like I'm one of them people that believes in the power of a name.
I mean,
I believe like the English language is a cursed language, innit? Curse words and that. You called yourself Stumbles, my guy. Even in your biggest moments, summer madness and that, you're just gonna stumble. You understand? You're gonna get through 2 and 3/4 rounds, and then you're gonna stumble.
or you're gonna come out and stumble on your first punch, like before you even get the first punch. It's
Nigga come out saying yee. Oh shit, I mean yo. Like, fucking hell, man. But do you know what it is about Stumbles though?
I said yeehaw.
Buckaroo. One thing I'll say to his credit though is that Stumbles has his own, the top people in URL are always very original. They have their own whole shit all together. Whatever they do is theirs. And he's a man that's got his own shit all together. You understand? When I talk about him being a match with QP, I don't mean to say that their style is the same. I just mean that they both have an originality to them. They both have like a humor, but it's very dry. You get what I'm saying? And I think they're from different places, isn't it? They have a whole different background, but it'll be interesting to see them two talk to each other. You know what I mean? This is what I say about the character versus character thing. If one of them comes in and says, on the 19th of March, swear to God, you ain't run through a red light or some shit. One of them that it ruins it kind of thing, unless he does it in that comical entertainment way that they would do it kind of thing, innit? So I think angles are cool, but when you have big characters, we don't really need characters. We don't really need angles, sorry. We just need character assassination in it. Like when a man said, could you imagine Twerk working in McDonald's, y'all? And then he does the whole bit. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that didn't have to be an angle. You didn't have to say Twerk works in McDonald's. I walked by the window and he was saying, you know what I'm saying? It still has value kind of thing. So
Stumbles needs to make stumbling a signature move, like strapped in Showtime, etc. Have a bar to follow up when he catches it back. Stumbles isn't even that, because he tried to do that, didn't he? He had to act, but well, he didn't do a fake choke, because a fake choke is literally when you fake choke, like you choked and then tried to act like it was a fake choke.
My life,
he tried to cover it up with, no, that was a fake choke. No, it wasn't. He choked and the cover up wasn't even good. So I feel like I don't even think he should play with anything choky.
It's just right rounds where it's like, yo, it's Stumbles, right? And then you will never fuck up.
Yeah, he just needs to take this shit more seriously, I think. Because he's talked about why he doesn't, and he's kind of in between two worlds, right? And like, I'm sure I'm right in saying this, and this is from a while ago, so I don't know if he's now more in one world than the other, but I'm sure I've heard him talk about like it's difficult.
I think the problem for man such as Stumbles and the like is how lucrative one lane can be for them in comparison with another. You know what I mean? You could put the same time into a certain lane and really do something big that can change your life. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you put the same time into the other lane, go there, get a fraction, not even half, quarter, less, get a fraction and then stumble. So like all that time put in to go up there and stumble for less than what you could have been. So it's like logically, when there's things going on in your life, bills to pay, kids, strip clubs, and all this type of stuff that you want to waste your money on, or whatever distraction that you choose, or whatever, in it becomes more logical to get something that where you can acquire more wealth and be able to do all the things and help out all the people and pay all the things. Like if this ain't providing that, you understand? But the walk of faith is, I'm gonna stick with this because I know I'm gonna eventually get there. I just got to grind this out and do well. Like, it could be one battle. That's how he's not looking at it. He's looking at it the wrong way. All it takes is one amazing performance where you go viral anyway because you're stumbles. But imagine you had an amazing performance on top of that moment that you know you're going to create just by being you.
But I don't think, I disagree, because he kind of was already, like, he had a big moment versus Snake Eyes, and like that was off the back of a couple, like he had a couple clean performances, good performances, had the Snake Eyes battle, and then the very next one I think was Summer Madness, right? And this is one that was it would have been Summer Madness, but then they moved it to
the next card.
Yeah.
It was a big card still. It wasn't Summer Madness.
Yeah. But it just meant he had even more time to get that shit.
This is the thing. You can play in the Premier League week in, week out, week in, week out. The minute it's Wednesday and they say it's a Champions League match and you're playing Barcelona, how are you going to perform now? Because this is where you make your name. It's World Cup right now.
It's life or out, I guess.
Facts. But you know, like right now, it's the World Cup. There's only so much. There's a man in the World Cup, plays for Poland, never scored a World Cup goal. This is the last World Cup he'll ever get to play in. His team was losing 3-0 and they got a penalty right at the end. His team's losing. He grabbed that ball, he took the penalty, missed, but the keeper jumped off his line, so he got to retake it. He scored the penalty and his face was like, he's so happy. Finally, I got to score my this is the only second World Cup goal I ever get to score in my life. Do you understand? Because this is the big stage. This is where it counts. This is your legacy right here. So for me, Stumbles hasn't got that thing right yet. So you could do well on the little weekend games and all this type of stuff. And yeah, man, I did that and $500 here. But when they put you on that big stage and you perform amazing well, and they say we need you on the next one, and now it's the bargaining's in your hand. If you need me there, you have to take me off the streets, bro. I'm making this much money on the roads. I'm not trying to have to go there and put myself at risk. What are we doing? Do you understand? And there you have your bargaining chip, but you've got to perform for that. Understand?
Clean's dangerous, and he was very on form versus Ease. Stumbles will need to be on his best to stand a chance versus Clean. 100. Right, and Clean is like he's a new signing over there as well, so he's going to be, I imagine. I mean, I would say he's a new signing only just because he's just signed this new deal along with
the contract over
exactly, along with the a few others. So I think he's going to, he's going to want to show why he needs to be on the big cards, on the mainstay, like a consistent part of the roster.
What do you think of that contracting kind of situation? Because this, as I understand it, it's not so much you sign for us now, you got a battle for us. It's like, no, we want you for 1, 2, 3 battles, and we're going to pay you this much of all the fees together right now.
I don't think it's that. I think it's literally a 2-year contract. And I think at least Bill Collector stipulated that it's not so 2 years exclusive URL. I think it's 2 years. It's definitely exclusive. Any balls that were locked in before the contract, anything they were contracted to do, they're to honor them. But they're not to battle on any of the on URL's competitors, basically. So you can't go on any of the other big leagues
unless you're already booked there.
Yeah, unless you're already booked there. But I'm sure Bill was saying no. There's certain stipulations in it, like it's an guarantees, because one of the, I think they contrast with A-Ward's kind of objections to signing a contract, which is that there were no guarantees of battles or how many battles or like level of opponent, whatever. But I think Bill had said no, there's something like I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically it was that.
That's basically what he's saying.
Well, I think, I can understand why on both sides. I can understand why a league would want to lock you into a contract. I'm a fan of them. I don't think they work for everybody in every circumstance, but I do think I can understand why leagues would want to do that, why they want to keep exclusivity for the brands that they're helping to build.
It makes a lot of sense. Like, I think of it like this year. you can make a man a fan of Hollyoaks based on the characters they can only see here in Hollyoaks. Understand? If I have Hollyoaks and I get a crush on, I had a crush on this black woman that was on, I say crush, you know, I thought she was nice looking in it, but black woman that was on Hollyoaks. If I could turn on EastEnders and see her, this and see her, that and see her, what makes Hollyoaks the option to see her if that's what I'm watching Hollyoaks for?
And not only that, it's like if I have 1, 2, 3 battles on URL and I build my stock, like my price goes up, my value goes up, everything goes up, and then I'm going and taking that to another platform. So the other platform, potentially my competitor, is building
Their
from what I put into them.
So like I'm gonna get all of this look, all of this traction, and I'm gonna come to your league now, and you've got someone already primed up to stay here in your league, and I'm gonna battle them now. Crowd already in this person's favor, and we're gonna create the narrative that this person was wilding against me. So the traction is kind of split now. That's not to say that people ain't gonna still rock with me, but it's like my brand was definitely affected.
Yeah, if I go somewhere else and get smoked,
I've got smoked by this nobody.
Yeah,
it's like, what are URL doing? I could imagine URL would look at that and say, we're booking him.
Yeah,
fuck that. We're ripping up contract.
Yeah,
I'll hear my voice note and it was their money that we gave you. Can you transfer that back to the URL account?
Yeah, it's
Nunu gonna come over and get the fur coat that I gave you for your mama.
I would imagine you're gonna have to get as the artist, as the, you know, you want to make sure that the contract is right for you as well. You want to make sure that you've got shit there that you're happy with, that you don't just sign some random shit and don't know what that means for you in your immediate future. You do want, some stipulations in there. It should be a negotiation creating a contract. So and whilst a battler and their league may have some interests that align, you're going to have others that completely, like, where your interests and their interests completely conflict. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, can't be building your brand for you to go and help out my ops. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. But then, at some stage you do have to, or you should be able to move on.
I think that's at the end of your development, because you can't move on prematurely. That's what, to me, that's what my issue is with the situation. There's a point you get to where you've actually battled someone from a different kind of place, a different style on your league. So you kind of have more experience on battling that person. Now, when you branch out, you've kind of already got a bit of experience of this particular situation. You understand? Plus, you've maxed out the potential of how much respect you can kind of garner here anyway. You're at the top of that tree. You need to travel now. It's actually ready. You're ready to go for that away match now. You understand? The problem is, you go in before it's your time. There's a whole bunch of wars and things you haven't experienced here yet. To go over there, get killed, and have to come back and restart. You was already down there starting. Just carry your progress. Don't worry about over there. You know what I mean?
Rivers, tell them you signed a lifetime contract with the plug.
Yeah, literally. I got the tattoo and everything still.
Boy.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Tattoo.
It's
not even a tattoo, it's a brand.
Yeah.
It's branding.
I'm gonna head out to get some Shotty before work. Much love to you both, as always, and to you, Chubbs. Much love, young crumpet. Salute to you.
Crumpet all day.
I think we kind of
touched it all.
Yeah, on that. There's a lot of one on there. Ease and Hansel, I like that they're pushing their Crucible guys. They're also on the volume card. We're going to get to that in a second. Chef Trez and Nun. So Chef Trez, again, one of the new old contract signees. But battling Nun, who's been putting in that work, being consistent. I like this. Trufo versus O-Red. That's a mean one. That's Midwest. It's O-Red's Midwest, isn't it?
orange jersey.
Okay, well, I think he was. Oh, of course, man. Twerk versus Real Sick. Oh my gosh, how electrifying this
I want
could be.
Twerk. Look, Twerk. I'm talking to you, Twerk. I'm a fan of Twerk. I like what Twerk does, innit? Like, I think this is a battle where you have an opportunity to really show how skilled you are against someone that's very, very skilled. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I hope that you take it serious like that and you don't just, I don't know what it is sometimes. Sometimes like there's battles where I think, yo, this could be a classic if it's done right, and it's just not. I hope that this is one of them ones where, because I've seen footage, I can't wait for the Lou Castro battle to drop because he looked like he was on fire in that. I think it was a one rounder anyway, but he looked like he was on fire in it. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope against Real Sick he carries that energy on and just brings back the old Twerk.
Yeah,
You know
definitely, definitely, because it's just way too much inconsistency right about now. Cojay versus J Mills and Tay Rock versus Kid Slade. So it's definitely.
I think J Mills is. I think Cojay is gonna take revenge on J Mills. It's like, yes, I got Lux. Oh, Murder Mood got me. Yes, I got J Mills back. I think it's this type of situation.
Yeah,
this is a guy that got hit up and he's gone back to the block to go smoke one of us. And I think he just picked J Mills and said, well, I don't think he picked him, but I think it works crazy with the storyline. And I think he's going to be back in his back. For some reason, I think he's going to be motivated to really get back into that solid Cojay performance where everything's hitting. There's no gap. There's no round where he took a little time off. You know what I'm saying? He's just on him. Like, I want to see that from him still.
Yeah, definitely.
We need B-Dot back. When B-Dot's in the game, people move correctly still. I feel like, yeah, we need B-Dot back.
Brings the elevation.
Yeah, we need that elevation, man.
If Twerk doesn't take it serious, he's getting cooked. Sick is not the one to play with, especially. Have we seen Sick since? We haven't seen him since the Shine battle, right? So
I think he has battled.
got...
Did he not battle on iBattle since then?
No, but I meant on URL.
Oh no, that was his last URL.
Yeah. So he's got some.
He's coming to things happen. I think he's gonna not dumb it down, but he's gonna take away a lot of intricacy in certain moments that take away from him being able to really go for it. Because I think he learned that against K-Shan. Bro, you ain't even got a second to be too technical up here.
Yeah.
You know
You're battling someone as explosive as Twerk.
Yeah, bro, you need to be able to match that. Twerk does it very well. For someone that's very explosive, very kind of, he learned how to harness the technicality. So I think Real Sick,
definitely.
Real Sick will have to kind of have different pockets that match that. Don't do that, but do shit that you can do that matches that. I think it will be a crazy battle.
Yeah, and headline Taylor versus Kid Slade.
Yeah, Kid Slade. I was actually impressed with how I saw him handling the last battle that I saw him on. Was it Big Summer? What was it? Was it Summerman?
Yeah, it was. No, it was Stumbles on what was the card after? It was just the last card. I can't remember what it was.
The last big thing that they had.
The
one with Homecoming.
Yes, Homecoming, of course.
New York team.
Yeah.
I was, for me, what I saw from Kid Slade made me say, "Raw, okay, he don't even look like a new guy."
No, Slade is ready. Nice.
Like he don't even look like a new guy. He looks like 1-2 slogans, rare, boom, boom, boom. He's good to go. Just roll him out.
I didn't think he was like, I was talking about him potentially battling Easy, and I was saying I don't think he's ready for that yet, or I don't think that should come yet. And then he gets Tay-Rock, and it's like, wow.
Shit.
Like, damn, this is going to be a big step for him for sure. Looking to see how it goes down because we know what Tay-Rock can do. But yeah, he's
Tay-Rock. Is Tay-Rock battling Ryder?
He battled Ryder yesterday, 1 rounder on band.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the round? The 130 rounds?
I don't know.
Oh no, that was light work.
He did light work. That also was yesterday
Tay-Rock
versus Swervo.
This is why Tay-Rock is the go,
man.
You have to respect what he's doing.
That's 2 Maryland guys that he gave the look to. Like, didn't have to do that. I think the round was on really short notice as well. So yeah. Yeah, big respect to Tay Rock. So it can be technical in a volume, but on a big stage, you need to know to get to the point, punch, haymaker, quicker. Yeah, I love the Civil War card just in general. I think it's a dope card. I like Civil Wars. I think they tend to be really good events. Where's that? I just lost my comments.
The other
But
Civil
yes,
War was the 2-on-2 in it with Ace Amin and Danny and all that.
Well, I think that was the only 2-on-2, but yeah, that was that same card. You had was that Mike P, Tay-Rock, not Tay-Rock, T-Top,
Yeah,
Twerk and Loso. That, yeah, I think it was Civil War as well. It was a dope card.
Twerk died against Loso, didn't he?
No,
Did he fuck Loso up?
he didn't fuck him up, but he was fire. He was fire. He definitely beat Loso.
Is that at battle?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he definitely beat Loso.
Wondering why I've seen it. I wish, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jenny. Like I think respect URL's business practices and that, but I miss the days when like on just your timeline on fucking YouTube, a new URL popped up or something, or a trailer for a battle, and you knew that this trailer comes out and in 2 days time the full battle drops.
Well, I mean, it kind of is that with the app now, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, I know, but for me, it's like I like the idea of YouTube because I haven't got the app on my TV. I haven't got the app.
That's so annoying. That is so annoying for real because I don't have it. I've only got it on my phone as well, and I'll fully admit
if they put it on PlayStation, you won't hear me say nothing about this.
I agree. I will have the app, watch it on the app, and then go and find a bootleg so that I can watch it
on the big screen.
Yeah,
that's it. Really, that's my only gripe.
Not even fronting, but I definitely support that app. But moving on to the volume card, which will be live on Caffeine, Flair Soul versus Foots, Loso versus T-Top, Averb versus Shotgun Shug, Romney versus Fonz, Charlie Clip versus Calico. I'm going to keep it really brief because we still got the plug free card to talk about, and I want to wind up pretty soon. But man, this has got some.
That's looking gnomey.
Yeah,
it's looking a bit gnomish.
Yeah,
the first three look very gnomish.
Clips, Calico. Yeah, the all the first three as well kind of built up over a long time, or even in just recent history. That they all have kind of build up to them, anticipation. I think everyone's tapped in, wanted to see those. Loso versus T-Top, two anglers. I think Loso is a lot more well-rounded than T-Top, and T-Top's been off form with his angling. They haven't been hitting.
I don't know what it is. Even I've seen a one-rounder with T-Top the other day. I can't remember where. I think it's the same place where I think is it Battle Academy or is it Showtime Battle League? Wherever Twerk and Buchanan battled, it was at the same place at the same event. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I wasn't feeling T-Top. I wasn't. It felt weak. He just didn't feel like he was saying anything. Things he built up to. It's like
no payoff.
The juice was not worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching it, thinking to myself, "What happened to my brother T-Top, bro? What's going on? Like this isn't T-Top." I just think he's got that he can't be us type of syndrome right now. I think there's a few of them that have got to that stage now where it's like, nigga, I'm gonna go out there, get paid 100 bands, and if I get like, I'll be back home to my business where I'm really making money every day. I'm saying I don't even care about this no more. That's what it's feeling like still.
Top did well on light work though, yeah. But light work is still 4.5 minutes total. Max, you've got no more than 4.5 minutes to get in there. He was potent. Let's see how he does versus Loso. I think Loso could be a dangerous op. And you can't angle, although he did a little bit. You can't really angle much in light work, which is kind of, he just really rapped.
So what's their thing? Is it a volume or a band or?
This is volume.
Okay.
It's volume. It should be. I think. I don't think contrary to early reports, I don't think it's in a big room. I think it is still going to be quite a small room.
Okay.
So yeah, small room setting. Romney versus Fonz, incredibly excited for that in this small room. You know, the two of the, well, you've got the alien puncher and then Fonz, you know, one of the kind of outstanding punchers of his class up there in most people's sort of top 5. So yeah, gonna be a real showdown. So Flair Soul versus Foots. I love this belt. Shout out Kells. I think they're both come through OSBL. I like that they're getting the look on the volume, just like who's it? It's Ease and Hansel on Civil War. So the URL are pushing their crucible talents. I think that was a criticism of them. That's been criticism of them recently. They really haven't worked out that transition from Crucible, you know, which kind of replaced the PGs into the main roster. So they seem to be really working on that. So salute to them for that. And yeah, Clips and Cow, Sugar and Verb should be, you know, some classic battlers.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
It's funny with Charlie Clips when you see him matched up with someone from like closer to his generation, because it's like, you ain't about to go yet.
Yeah,
It always like,
that not happened?
Clips ain't about to live it.
Yeah,
like sometimes we forget how much people there actually are in this world of battle rap, realistically, innit? Like it seems like I say, there's a royal family, but even that is quite vast. There's quite a lot of people in that royal family. There's new people being added all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank goodness. You need to
refresh.
Yeah, and you need to have new, amazing, inspiring talents that, you know, come and reinvigorate, refresh, add their own sauce to the foundation and really kind of push the scene. It's essential.
Change the direction of things.
That's it. Okay, well, changing the direction of things, bringing it back to the UK and taking it fast forward to February. We just had the first announcement for the Plug 3 Shotty Horroh versus Shuffle T. My word, what a battle going down. Plug 3, this is one, I think Shotty called out Shuffle in his tally battle, right? Like at the end of the tally battle, I'm sure he called out Shuffle.
Next.
This is one that people have been talking about for a minute. For me, it's not one that I would necessarily want to see them matched up against for either of them for their styles. However, I do understand why it's one that a lot of people want to see in terms of where they are in the scene and stuff. I think it's a huge battle. Just full stop. Like both of them are huge brands. Shotty is, you know, he's untouchable in terms of his status in this thing and what he brings to it. But Shuffle, man, like he's worked to craft himself this unique position, and you know, he's super respected, super up there. So in terms of, you know, where they are right now, it definitely makes sense in that respect. I'm excited for it. It's complete style clash, like complete style clash. I don't know how they approach writing for each other. It's going to be interesting to see the conversation that kind of plays out.
There's so much for them both to work with, to be honest. I think Shotty and Shuffle. Not Shuffle.
Souffle
is I think he's gonna have a field day on. When we was talking earlier about how you can just show someone's character and talk and pin holes in that rather than come with some crazy angle out. No, I think he's gonna have. He's very good at doing that. So I think he's gonna have a field day doing that. I think Shotty is definitely the type of person that will inspire him. I think in a few recent showings, he showed little, you know, like when someone's getting towards the end of the marathon and they almost start walking a little bit. Like I've seen a little bit of that in certain patches, in certain places with him. I think he won't be
some
that.
soft pro stuff that he can talk about as
There's
well.
a lot
like,
of
yeah,
he can do a whole
even
bunch of
Shotty
stuff.
wrestling himself, you know, putting on the weight. And,
Anything. He's probably got old angles that he could put in the first round. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna have a field day creating for this. And I think for Shotty, I think the juice for him is the challenge. How the fuck am I gonna do this? That's the juice for him. You get what I'm saying? I think the thing about Shotty is this. Shotty's like a you know, like that man that will watch Muhammad Ali against a certain boxer and be like, okay, I like the way he used that approach. So I think that he would have seen, you know, Georgie Roots versus Shuffle T, and I don't think he's going to use the same approach as Georgie, but I think Georgie may have made him look at it like, hang on a second, there's a different way about doing this. I don't actually have to do this. I don't have to play him at his game. I could try and do this a different way. You understand? So I think, and at the Plug in London, cool. So I think it's going to be interesting how this pans out. They're very talented writers. Both of them are very skilled at what they do. They're both 100% in what they do.
That's it.
So these are the matches.
Elite, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it definitely makes sense in that.
You don't always get to fight. You don't always, when you're fighting out here, you don't always get to fight a boxer. Sometimes you fight someone that has got a boomerang in one hand and a whole pair of knickers in the other hand. And you got to figure out how am I going to beat this guy. You get what I'm saying? So,
in Brixton,
in the middle Brixton,
precise. Yes, it's a Brixton Jam, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back to Brixton Jam, right round. Well, not right in the corner, but my side of the river.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, home away from home.
As sub-9 couldn't live a day in my life.
100%. Tell him. Tell him.
Having lived in SW9 a day in my life. Here we go. Yeah, definitely. Tickets are on sale now. So tickets are selling out fast. I don't know that you can still get an early bird ticket. I don't know if that's already gone, because I think most of them might have gone on the first day that they were on sale. I don't know if Briggsy's been at any more of those.
This is a big match, one for the ages, and it's definitely like there's like a blank square in the history of this thing with this thing unfilled in, and this needs to happen to fill in that one there.
Shuffle also has the biggest challenge he's ever had to date. Will be interesting to see how he approaches it. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised at a fat Shuffle performance. I can't foresee people really laughing at Shotty. No, I can't. Like, I think
Shotty's
Shuffle.
Funny, though.
I think he's saying
laughing.
People won't laugh at Shotty jokes. Yeah, no, I think Shuffle can.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, I think, and also I think Shuffle can make jokes about anybody. Like, and if you, I think you'd have to be disrespectfully joking about him.
People are coming to laugh at what Shuffle T says. They're actually coming there for that. I can't see people going there to not hear him. I'm saying people are going there knowing Shuffle T is going to make me laugh. Yeah. He's going to say something silly. And he's going to say it in a skillful way.
Even about Shotty, like,
it's not going to make him win the battle.
Yeah, because it's not scathing. I think if it was disrespectful stuff, yeah, maybe, but that's not Shuffle, right? He's not going to be doing that. He's going to say really funny things about he's going to be, going to kind of caricature him. He has a way of caricaturing people in a really spot on way that is just, hilarious.
Listen, Shuffle's gonna rap in there like, the first thing I heard when I hit the Manchester cruising, what's his name doing his thing? What's he just doing his numbers? Now here Manchester losing. Well, I can think of a few Briggsies, Cojays. Like, I could listen. Don't play with him enough. He'll switch it all upside down on us. That's the thing about Shuffle T. We can't predict what he's gonna do.
And it's in London, right? Shuffle has a London fan base.
You can't predict what he's gonna do. And
over 150 tickets already gone.
My brother Yunan beat him in that building, though. I can't lie. Brother, you know what I mean? Because he underestimated him. I don't think he's gonna do that. Yeah. The Shotty is very, very well rounded, so you can't approach him as if he's just going to be aggressive with him. You know he's not going to just do that. You got to have more than just, why are you so angry, boss?
Yeah, half the tickets are gone already. Battle Rap Wax,
50%.
salute. Says look like them tickets are gone by Christmas.
like
yeah,
Wax.
salute to Wax. Yeah, don't wait. Copy tickets.
When's this event? In January?
It's
February.
February. So we've
Ooh.
also had another announcement. Gemin1 versus Cojay will also be going down on February the 25th at Brixton Jam in London on the Plug 3. Whew.
Man has to respect Gemin1 saying that he's outside, because
Not lying.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I couldn't have foreseen. I know he always had this rivalry with Cojay, but I always thought it would be a thing like this. Cojay's gonna have to do something amazing.
That's it.
For Gemin1 to say, "All right, I'll take you now."
Yeah.
But for him to say, "Fuck all that," we ain't waiting for none of that. That means Gemin1 is trying to roll up his sleeves and play in the dirt. That's what he's trying to do right now. So I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. He's promised that, and with the team that he's picked for his
He's gonna have to put some work in.
He said he's willing to do that. He's willing to battle on every card.
His example of being outside will make the others come outside. I promise you that. Sometimes when you got a team like that, you have to lead by example, and that reminds me of the glory days. And no pun intended, but it reminds me of that, where it's like, unless you're outside, your team ain't coming outside. You understand? And when you go outside and you do a thing, your team will follow suit. You know what I mean?
So you said it's also a match day battle, implying that Shuffle and Shotty will be a match day battle, because you didn't confirm that earlier on, did you? But I think you just confirmed it by proxy there. So you just heard it here from the wire.
The Plug is just basically like the Agent Smith in the Matrix is taking over everything. Plug day 1, yeah. Say no more, bro. Plug day 2.
Plug 3.1.
Yeah, all of that. Plug day 3.1.
So this, I guess, if it that adds extra significance to it as well, if it wasn't kind of already smoky enough, or either one of them weren't motivated for the other enough, they've now got extra motivation. Because they're not going to want to lose. They're not going to want to lose. No one's going to want to take, Jem is the manager of his team as well. He doesn't want to be, that's the first match day for them. He doesn't want to be the one bringing home the first loss. And the same for Cojay.
I can't see Jem losing against Cojay. I'm sorry. I just can't see it. And it's not just because I want Cojay to lose. No. I just can't see it happening. I just don't think... I just can't see it. No, sorry, but I just can't see it. Well, it's up to Cojay to prove me wrong in it, but personally, I can't see it. And I'm sure if you said this to Cojay and a bunch of people, Gemin1 versus Rivers, you probably say the same thing. Can't see Rivers winning that. So can't see it. Impossible. No way. You understand? So I just think it's one of them things, isn't it? And it's more because of like the bad performances are different. Like my bad performances, I still be getting credit for. I'm still quoting shit from my bad performances. Certain men have bad performances, and it's like, yuck, the fuck is this? Like championship?
Just very inconsistent, right?
Crazy. And the worst thing is the gap between them terrible performances and the crazy ones is so vast. It's so vast. Like it's a big, massive whole stratosphere of a gap. So it's like you're always working with this big, massive gray area in the middle. Oh, who's coming today? Which one's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? You're not working with that with Jem. With Jem, you're working with a fine line of who he's gonna be. He's either gonna kill you or smoke you. Which one? Do you understand? So this is why I say I can't see it still. The inconsistency for me, my calculation saying put all your money on Jem.
See, and I want to say, okay, this is dope. See, Cojay said he started writing already. That's good. It's very good because Cojay don't we're still 2 months out, right? That's crazy that Cojay started writing already. That tells me a lot. I wanted to say I would imagine this is one he'd be super motivated for. That means a lot for him. That he would want to make sure that he secures a great performance and a win. But you know, just in very recent history, look at the Bizzo battle, and you would have thought the same thing with that one, and that's not at all how it went down. So you can't even necessarily say on the big match days where it really counts. I think it's down to Cojay himself, like what he wants to, how he feels, and the fact, yeah, that he's writing already makes me think he's very inspired. So Wiretap is trying to backtrack now on his earlier confirmation. Shuffle versus Shotty, we don't know yet, as it's a different as it's a different battle. If it's a match day,
it will be separate from the match day.
I'm down to whatever the lads want to do, but we're still figuring out whether it will be just a promo battle or a match day battle. So he completely reacted his earlier confirmation, because we all heard it, right, when he confirmed it earlier. Well, Cojay doesn't want to lose to Gem. I think everyone's saying Cojay will get smoked, will be motivation enough.
No, but they said that about Bizzo. And what did he say? Bizzo's this, Bizzo's
Cojay
that,
would beat
this,
Bizzo
Bizzo's
before, so he was too confident. Yeah, but that was a very different Bizzo, right? And everyone, like, that was the fact that one of the reasons why Bizzo was so impactful, because everyone had seen him kind of before and not be particularly successful at all. So I don't know. I guess that factors in. You, even if you know your opponent's leveled up, you're more familiar. It's something you've stood in front of him before, I guess. So you might be more complacent. Is everyone saying Cojay will get smoked? So I don't think he'll get smoked. I think the only way he gets smoked if he's unprepared. I don't think, because like you're saying, like the big, it's a massive
I
gulf.
just said I can't see him winning. I don't know about get smoked. Yeah. And I said that Gem kills and smokes, but I'm just saying, gamble wise, gambler, the man that I see always have consistently good performances against a guy that is great when he's great and absolutely terrible is absolutely terrible, and you don't know which one it's going to be, because you can give this guy the best opponent possible right now and he shit the bed. Give him another guy, the best opponent possible, shit the bed. So I can't see you getting Gemini, because your pattern is this: we'll give you a visual out of this world, we'll give you a Georgie Roots out of this world. You understand?
Damn.
We give you an art, damn dog. We give you a Bizzo, damn dog. Do you understand? So we're looking at this pattern thinking, right, is it that when you get big battles you can't handle the pressure? Like you what's going on?
A lot of people are saying Cojay will get 30'd, which I'm glad Cojay is seeing that online. He should act accordingly. People, big scoop, absolute scoop. People stop giving credit for people preparing. That's what you're supposed to do. Cojay has to prep or he dies. That simple fact. It's not that I'm giving him credit for preparing. I'm saying that I'm glad to see it, because it makes me think he's motivated. I'm not giving him extra credit because he's preparing.
I think he could have already had 3 rounds ready. Like, man has to understand what's going on here. It doesn't matter that he's gonna have written from now until then. He's an amazing writer and all of this type of shit, but when he gets in front of people that are a certain quality, I don't know what happens, but he doesn't perform in it. So that's where my mind would be in this battle. So but
in terms of the Bizzo battle, is that he wasn't. It's not that he underperformed. It's he unprepared. He was totally unprepared for that. Like,
he had the same time. So my thing is this: like, why can't you motivate yourself for these moments? You're so well and good. You say, now start writing now. Does that mean that you're gonna write a paragraph and then leave it off until next year? We don't know. You understand? We don't know.
Yeah, it's very true. So,
like, I could imagine you write a round and then be unmotivated because now you don't know what else to say. Do you know what I'm saying? What did Barbie say to him? And all this type of shit. Come on, man.
I'm not saying you gave him credit. You're saying in general. Yeah.
Scoop's a big Cojay fan, you know. Don't listen to him. Big Cojay fan.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely.
Scoop's on my side.
I'm saying
got a lot of talk, but has to show and prove a lot more.
The Cojay 30, the Cojay smoke. The only way I see Cojay getting smoked is if he isn't prepped, like if he doesn't.
This is what I was saying earlier about who was I saying about that day thing? I think I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was saying there's a level you get to in battle rap where you won't get smoked, unless you're having an absolutely terrible day where it's like you can't get nothing right. Again, you try to say yo and you say ye. You know what I'm saying? You be choking and stumbling on your own name and all this type of funny shit. Those are the times where you get absolutely smoked body with everything. As a battler that is top of his field or top of his game, you can't get smoked. You're gonna lose. You might even lose quite badly, but you're not gonna get smoked because you still have something of value. You're playing the game by the rules. Your shit's hitting still. His shit might hit harder, but your shit still hit. You know what I mean? So I just think that comes from being super duper prepped and being ready and being regimented in your thing and being trained up and ready to go, regardless of your opponent. You always got a chance of giving an account of yourself. And that's what certain men are letting themselves down on. You know what I mean? You come in, you're not giving yourself a good account of yourself, but you've got more to say than the people that are consistently working hard and not talking a whole bunch of shit and just putting in work. You know what I mean? Rant over.
Little scoops added to it saying, if I was in, stay offline, just prep and be your best.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess that's good advice, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be, you know, and I don't think Gemin1 is going to stay offline. And I think when he's ready to like his promo hat on, the promo between them online could get
He better get his bars ready so that he can focus on the promo as well. That might be your only chance to get an advantage. You could engage with him so much that you take him away from his last minute prep.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, a couple months, but get your tickets sooner. Wait, because all the early birds have gone, and Chubbs is saying it's half sold out. But can we believe anything Chubbs is saying, because he just confirmed something and took it back within 15 minutes. So I'm not sure. He's losing integrity the longer the stream goes on.
Last time I spoke to Chubbs, he said he was having a coffee with David Beckham and Naomi Campbell. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
Now he's saying Cojay might spar with Shotty. Like, come on. I don't. Cojay, look how quickly the backtracking again. You confirmed that he may be like,
compromise
and
media,
then
bro. Compromise media, bro.
And then
compromise media, bro. He's trying to cater to both crowds.
Trying
to draw us in with the sensationalized headline, and then you're trying to
clickbait,
clear it up.
right?
Yeah,
it's clickbait. He said quickly I went to it, and then it was like, oh shit.
Edit. Yeah, I see what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, you laugh. You think it's funny. You think it's funny. Yeah, compromise media for real.
Definitely.
Compromise media. Once he said that, let me just say to anyone who wants to call me compromise media or a hater, it's just absolutely laughable. Look at the range of media, range of leagues that we've just spoken about on today's show, you know, from this country, from across the border. Look at the amount of battlers kind of spoken about positively. Like I'm not a hater. You will go on any of my timelines and see nothing but love
my
and
thing
shit.
Is this year,
so
all of that, I'm just letting the people do that. I might just keep it there and count it. Because guess what? When your guy performs well and I fuck with his performance and I give him all the credit in the world, I'm the same guy that you was calling a hater. Do you know what I'm saying? So remember what you said. You understand? Because my shit is based on performance. It's not based on friendship or none of these type of shits. Do you understand? What did he say?
Illuminati gang.
He said that behind the scenes.
Yeah. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on, a lot to be positive about, a lot to look forward to. Couple events before we finish off the year and some already to look forward to for next year. So yeah, it's not over. So, you know, I did put 2023, we're ready. Not quite yet. That was clickbait. It really wasn't, but because what am I baiting? But yeah, we're ready. We're ready for what's to come. We're going to finish the year off nice and go to next year with, we got the season to look forward to.
Had a strong year this year, you know what I mean? It felt pretty much like the year before last was one of them defining years.
Mm.
You know, rebuild, all this, that, the other. Was that this year?
Well, the build-up was all last year as well, at the beginning of this year.
I feel like that was a defining year in terms of establishing things. That was like the previous era versus era as well, innit? Was last year, innit? Okay, cool. So you know what I'm saying? That year was a defining year in terms of establishing certain things, whatever, innit? This year has just been like the consistency year, keeping the engine oiled, keeping things in motion. Next year is about starting to reach destinations with this shit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Big things, like you see me and Jen on TV, you see Scoop and that on TV, you see the trenches, you see like man doing poetry thing, you see like Black Tea on Billboard. You see, I just feel like everyone should next year be branching out one way or another in different ways and bringing traction from where they branch out back into this family, this group, this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? That's what my plan is anyway. My plan is to gain attention and respect outside and bring it here. You know what I mean? Make them respect my peers who I respect. So that's kind of what my kind of plan and plot and scheme is for next year. You know what I mean? And build, bring more to the game from outside of the game, put more eyes on it, use my talent to do that. You know, got some talent. And also January 2023, only Bando with a bookshelf. Then that's gonna drop. I need people to just really jump on board, and it's for free. So I hope everybody just downloads it, shares it, makes everyone else download it. Then when I release, you know, my official project on my own website, and all the streaming money goes to yours truly, and I can invest back into the whole culture and all of that, it will be a beautiful thing in it. But our people deserve a free project of mine to be able to say this is what he does, and this is our guy. This is the one that we've been supporting for these years. He's given this to us in it, so I can't wait to give that to everybody in January.
Yeah, and it's looking amazing. It's looking amazing so far. Salute Deirdre's Neck. How you doing? It's nice to have you with us live. We are just about to sign out though. Now we've been going for nearly 2 hours, and it's after midnight. I need to get a little nap in before work tonight. So
what time's work?
I got to start by about 3, half 3. So yeah.
Goddamn.
Gotta get a little nap in.
Gotta get up to get down.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Go and cop the chat VOD. Definitely do that. A lot of fire on there. Rivers, anything you want to say before we are out?
Like I say, watch that VOD. Follow me, Rivers_Elan, all platforms, you know. Follow me on TikTok, follow me there. I've got bare clips of some of my old work. I'll be uploading more, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out the work, man. Check out the work and look out for the only Bando with a bookshelf. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. I'll put a tune up soon or something just to give you a little tester of what's going on. And then when you're ready to buy the full product, you holler at me or courtesy of the plug, and we can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Salute. But yes, thank you to everyone in the comments. Always, you make the show. Thanks to everyone who tuned in, is tuning in. If you didn't hit the like, I beg you do that on your way out. It just really helps to push us in the algorithms.
Don't hit ya. What?
You heard it. But we'll be back next week with another Sunday roast. Salute. We are out.